Tell me something, girl. Have you been to Downtown Fresno? Maybe Hockey Cave, Tioga, Sequoia, or Joe Steakhouse, Judge NC Park, home of the Grizzlies and Soros now. Come on, Club One, maybe Coffee's or CBS.
Tell me something, boy. Have you been to Car Hop on Thursday? Or Chicken Shack? Maybe take me your Toshikos. I'm craving Mac. From Chef Paul's in Chinatown, come on, elegante. Best damn taco when all downtown. I'm on the 10th floor of the Mount building, looking at Bitwise now. One in the building, James Sobera will take over next spring apart. In the heart of downtown, in the heart of downtown, downtown, in the heart of downtown, we're right in the heart of it now. Take up the Madison, Fresno Point Gallery, Los Panchos Happy Hour. On top is the first Thursday of the month. We're right in the heart of it now. In the heart of downtown. In the heart of downtown, downtown. In the heart of downtown. We're right in the heart of it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I give a big round of applause for my coworker, Mr. Caleb Kephart, right here, the project executive of the Fresno Business. Do you guys know how hard it was to find a Bradley Cooper lookalike on sexual illustrated? And ladies and gentlemen, one of my longtime friends, I've known her since elementary to junior high school back in the day, the amazing Miss Sonia Santana on the vocal. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you. Another round of applause for my coworkers here, my partners. We're going to get the stage set up. It wouldn't be possible without the hard work of a lot of people, sacrifices made by not only city leaders, employees, and obviously our volunteers of the Downtown Fresno Partnership and our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to get right into it. We're going to acknowledge our sponsors because without them, we wouldn't be able to be here tonight. I wouldn't be able to pay a Bradley Cooper lookalike to come up and play the guitar. Just kidding, he didn't get paid. But we're going to be here tonight. So moving on to our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our presenting sponsor of the night, Fresno State. Without Fresno State, this would not be possible tonight. They're able to give you guys this wonderful experience. That's right. Fresno State in the continuing and global education, they came in at the $5,000 sponsorship level, ladies and gentlemen. So Fresno State, Dan, thank you for Convention and Visitors Bureau, as well as the Fresno Housing Authority. A round of applause for those two great organizations right there. Contributing sponsors at $1,000, we have the Civic Center Square, we have the Fresno Grizzlies, Comcast, Bitwise Industry. There they are. Every time we say Bitwise, they're going to do that, so I'm just preparing you guys. That's the key word. And Access Plus Capital. Round of applause for our contributing sponsors there for us. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, every single dollar counts. Our subscriber sponsors at the $500 level. We want to thank Central Valley Community Bank, Fresno Economic Development Corporation. Bitwise, you got some competition. Renoir Corner, the Fresno Chamber of Commerce, Wells Fargo, Central Valley Brewers Guild, one of my favorites, Central Valley California Private Security, and last but not least, Expo Party Winners. Can we have a big round of applause for all of our sponsors here tonight? From our presenting to our contributors, it couldn't happen without all you guys, so thank you guys very much. And I asked about the drinks earlier. We can't not mention the wonderful restaurants and the breweries that are now downtown, actively serving not only our downtown residents, but everybody else here in the Central Valley. A special thank you for all of our favorite downtown restaurants that got the party started for us up there. Club One Casino, Ragazzo's, Joe's Steakhouse, Raw Fresno, Just the Tip, Chicken Shack, Lana Coffee, Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company, Zach's Brewing Company, Full Circle Brewing Company, 411 Broadway Ales and Spirits, and Grayview Brewing Company. A big round of applause for our restaurants and the breweries, ladies and gentlemen. And also among us, we want to celebrate and welcome our Central Valley's most influential leaders, the elected officials that I have seen here tonight. I know I'm sitting right next to Mr. Sal Quintero, so a round of applause for Supervisor Quintero right there. Sal, thank you. It's always great to see you. I haven't seen him, but I'm told he's here. Miguel Arias. Miguel, if you're here, a round of applause for our new district council member, Miguel Arias. And I also want to recognize representing the Juan Arambulas office. We have some representatives from Juan Arambulas office as well as Senator Melissa Hurtado. So thank you guys for joining us here tonight. Super important. And thank you guys for your continued support and never-ending support of downtown Fresno. So, ladies and gentlemen, to call Fresno State a partner it's almost not even fair. I mean, they're great. The strides that they've done over the last year in bringing the state college down here, and also to supporting the 2019 State of Downtown Partnership. And to talk a little bit more about that, I want to bring up the Executive Director of the Division of Continuing and Global Education. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Daniel Bernard, ladies and gentlemen.
Warm introduction, and I didn't realize that we were going to be required to do songs from the, so I'm going to go ahead and off script do Bohemian Rhapsody, one man. I'm being told we have neither the time nor the talent for that, so I'll just go ahead and move to my comments. Recognizing that at the heart of every healthy city is a thriving downtown, Fresno State is committed to the revitalization and continued growth of downtown, including opening our Fresno State Downtown Center with classrooms located in the Bitwise South Stadium. Since opening, we have offered over 50 unique courses ranging from professional development skills to grant writing to exploring the architecture of downtown Fresno. Before I mention a few of our course offerings that are still available for this summer, including the launch of a new Brew U certificate program, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on tonight's venue. Excuse me. The Veterans Memorial Auditorium, also known as the home of the Legion of Valor, is a significant historical and cultural landmark in downtown Fresno, in the Central Valley, and far beyond. Unsurprisingly, the museum stands as a reminder of those who answered the call to duty, capturing the history, service, and sacrifice of our armed service members. What is sometimes lost in this history, however, maybe because those who have served very often do not speak about their own experiences, or perhaps intentionally forgotten because of how veterans have been treated in the past. But what is important is how we are supporting currently our veterans when they return home. We recognize that many of our veterans face unique challenges when they return home, and at Fresno State, we do not want higher education to be another challenge for them to face. So we created the Veterans Education Program. The program came about when a Triple Purple Heart came up to our then provost and our dean of continuing global education and asked what Fresno State was doing for our veterans. And even though we have a very strong support network, including our Veterans Services Office and 2 on-campus organizations, what he was really asking was, what else could we be doing? And our answer was to create the Veterans Education Program. This program is designed for those who otherwise would not be able to attend Fresno State. So what happens is perhaps they didn't meet the minimum transfers. They thought they were doing everything right. They might be deployed, take a couple online courses, only get to Fresno State to find out that you need 60 units and certain coursework completed in order to be a transfer student. Perhaps they were deployed and couldn't finish their coursework, signed up for the military during or right after high school, and didn't take their placement exams. Maybe they missed key university deadlines or do not meet the residence requirement because they've been living out of state or even out of country. So what the Veterans Education Program does is it provides an opportunity for our service members and our veterans who otherwise would not be able to attend Fresno State. Students enrolled in the program take requisite Fresno State courses taught by Fresno State instructors, and after successful completion, they matriculate as full-time undergraduate students. This program has become the model for student veteran transition into CSU, twice being asked to present to the Board of Trustees. But what's truly unique about this program is that it comes at no cost. And by that I mean we're able to pay for their tuition, their books, their course materials, parking passes, and even tablets, but we're only able to do that with the generosity of our community members and the gifts and support that we're given. And I believe if we have a slide, and also possibly we could cue a video at this point. And there's a slide. And we have just a brief 1-minute video if we have that available.
"18 months ago, Fulton Street
was really in disbelief of how great it really is, because there's so many opportunities that it offers to our veterans.
The Veterans Education Program at Fresno State is specifically designed for veterans and service members who otherwise may not have an opportunity to attend college.
The caliber of instructors that they have for this program is absolutely outstanding. This is not merely a student-teacher type relationship that we have. They essentially have signed us mentors.
It's not just business, it's family. It's somebody I can go to and ask for help.
They are there for you. They will provide everything that you need.
It comes at no cost. Tuition, books, course materials, even tablets are all provided at no cost.
For any veterans out there that feel they do not have what it takes in their transcript to attend Fresno State, I highly advise you to go to the Veterans Education Program. They will help you succeed like they have done for me.
After successful completion of the program, students are able to matriculate as full-time undergraduate degree-seeking students.
After taking all the classes and being able to handle the classwork, I know that I'll be able to handle college and be able to earn my degree.
You can see the transformative nature of this program. The second one, that it was very clear I needed a haircut when that video was taken. And I've since at least taken care of one of those things. I'd also, before I get into some of our course offerings, including the certificate, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize 2 people in the audience here today. We have with us the coordinator of the Veterans Education Program, Tom Borugini, who has worked for the last 2 years expanding our reach in the community and the military installations and has seen a rise in recruitment for the program. So thank you, Tom, for that. I would also like to recognize Jordan Cody, who's in the audience with us. Jordan served 3 deployments in Afghanistan, receiving many awards during his service, including the Combat Action Ribbon, Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal with Valor, the Good Conduct Medal, and the Afghanistan Campaign Medal. He completed the Veterans Education Program in 2017. The same year, he was honored by Assemblyman Jim Patterson as the Veteran of the Year. He has since been elected to represent his fellow veterans as a campus student senator, and I might say, I'm very proud to announce, will be graduating next month from Fresno State with his bachelor's degree and has already been accepted into several law schools. Congratulations, Jordan. I'd like you to, if you're interested in perhaps enrollment, or for someone that you know, or for yourself, or if you'd like to help support our student veterans attend the program, you can either go to returningveteranseducation.com. It's a real thing, it's just a vanity URL. It's no, we are Fresno State. But you can go to returningveteranseducation.com or visit our table outside, and we have tons of information on that. Before I actually do the certificates of completion, as promised, I just want to give a very, very brief overview of courses that are still available, and then talk about the launch of this new certificate. We do still have several courses, and we have some flyers out at our table as well, including getting started with Adobe InDesign, exploring the California missions, So You Think You Can't Paint, Project Management in the Workplace, Secrets of a Corporate Hacker, the 40 Experiment, Stop Holding Yourself Back, and Getting the Job You Want with the Skills You Already Have. So if you're interested in any of those, I would encourage you to, again, you could go to Fresno State Downtown.com and look at those, or come to our table and get some more information. And the last thing I'd like to talk about today is this certificate. Many of you might recall, following the success of our Brew U series of courses that was first introduced at this event 3 years ago, we are excited to offer a new series of courses that results in certificates. And the Brew U certificate program is comprised of 3 courses, which is Brewing Basics, Advanced Brewing, and Taproom Operations. These courses can be taken individually or sequentially with guest lectures from Downtown Brewers Guild, those who are out there serving all the delicious beer and are on the ale trail. And those completing all 3 courses will receive a special certificate of completion and will have the opportunity to receive a Cicerone Beer Service certificate. These courses target those who have an interest as a working professional in the brewing industry, whether it is behind the scenes making the beer or in front of house ensuring quality control. Those who complete the certificate will have a competitive advantage when applying to work at one of the amazing downtown breweries. So this is really our next step into working with professional development and job placement in downtown. Just want to let you know that the Brew U certificate program is scheduled to begin Tuesday, June 4th, and complete on the 13th of July. Space is limited, so please visit FresnoStateDowntown.com and click on the Brew U Brewing Basics course to submit some more information or to submit your inquiry about getting signed up for that class. And last, would just like to say at Fresno State, we recognize the transformative nature of education and cooperation. Whether it's the pursuit of a degree, professional development and job training skills, or learning just for the sake of learning, we are proud to partner on campus and in the community to remove barriers, extend educational opportunity, and continue to work collaboratively to further the transformation of our downtown. So I want to give a strong thank you to our team with the Division of Continuing Global Education, our Downtown Fresno collaborators, and the Downtown Fresno Partnership for helping to make the heart of our city healthy, our downtown vibrant, and our options for educational success attainable. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel there. Thank you, Daniel. There's some great information there. Again, visit the table outside or hit the website right there to get all that information on there. So it's great. Ladies and gentlemen, moving right along. Next, on behalf of the Downtown Fresno Partnership or Foundation, I'd like to recognize somebody who has given selflessly of herself for the movement in downtown Fresno, and not just in the year and a half, not just the 2 years, but since I've known of this young lady coming to downtown Fresno, she has made an impact. And everything that she's done, she's given of herself selflessly, never really being directly compensated for the things that she's doing, spending her own money, believing in downtown and what this community is all about. Before I do that, I want to welcome Jimmy up to the stage. If Jimmy, where are you? Oh, he's behind me. Look at that. I don't know how he got back there, but it's quick. Ladies and gentlemen, this individual currently sits on the Downtown Fresno Foundation board as the chair. And after all these years of giving selflessly, she has decided to step down. But before she's going to step down, and prior to that, her leadership in the Downtown Fresno Foundation has become a pillar of the downtown community and have executed several successful programs and projects, including many of the things that we're going to hear and see tonight in our presentation. So tonight, it is my honor to recognize her efforts to make downtown Fresno a better place and present her with the Downtown Fresno Foundation Founding Board Chair Service Award. Would you please put your hands together for the one, the only, Sarah Moffitt. Sarah always sits in the back everywhere she goes, so it takes her a while. Sir, can you see over there? All right. We told you stage right, but that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Moffitt, give it up.
Do we get a real hug? You want a hug? Yeah, we're gonna hug. We don't normally hug. We're not huggers. Thank you. This is really awesome. I prepared something only because no one ever asked me 3 times if I'm coming to any event. And that just happened. So I'm honestly really proud to be here in my Root t-shirt. So there it is. This is actually really kind of awesome, and I'm gonna read from this so I don't forget anything. It's super easy and super quick. So it's been my privilege to serve as the first chairman of the Downtown Fresno Foundation. This position has awarded me the opportunity to continue to learn and grow while being tasked to make a positive impact in my community. This position has given me an opportunity to participate in something bigger than myself. Downtown Fresno is strong, gritty, vibrant, and ready for business. It's always been inclusive and ready for those who champion its many causes. It's been a privilege to be able to work, to build upon the work of the downtown revitalizers before me, fight alongside so many of you to reopen Fulton, and witness a new generation who is ready and able to carry on that torch. I'm so very pleased to say that I will be succeeded by Jordan Gustafson. When I knew I would be stepping down as chair, there was no other person that I believed in more than Jordan that would be suited for this position, which she could attest to because I heavily recruited her for the board, and then when she didn't turn in an application, I forced her to turn in an application, then I followed up on the application, and then pushed the application. So thank you, Jordan. It goes with my motto of achieving greatness through peer pressure, so I appreciate all of that. So thank you, Jordan. I also want to thank the board members that are here today, many here tonight, the ones that started with me, and the people who opened my eyes and drew me to action, like Ashley Swearingen, Kate Borders, Aaron Blair, Gretchen Moore, and Jenin Chillingarian. I'm a better person because of this. And a big thank you to the wonderful staff at Downtown Fresno Partnership. You are a stellar group. I'm really excited to continue to work with you as a regular board member for the 2019 Board of Directors. And look out, Fresno, there's a lot more to come. So thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Sarah Moffitt there. Congratulations, Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, Downtown Partnership, as well as other community leaders and businesses in downtown Fresno are very aware that Chinatown's success is key to the entire downtown's economic growth. So joining us here tonight are 2 key people driving Chinatown towards its future. So please put your hands together and help me welcome to the stage Jan Minami and Morgan Doisaki as they tell us what's up in Chinatown.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for letting us be here. I'm Morgan Doizaki. I'm board chair for the Chinatown Fresno Foundation. I'm also, I run my family business, Central Fish, in Chinatown, Fresno. Yeah, thank you. We could use all your support. We have right now, Chinatown's kind of you guys see the border fence that's separating us from the rest of downtown, but right now is a great time for you guys to visit Chinatown, visit our restaurants and our businesses, and we could use all the support we can get. But allow me to introduce Jan Minami.
Thank you. I'm the executive director of the Chinatown Fresno Foundation. This gives a map of Chinatown. Little hard to see from back there, but I do want to tell you that Chinatown is normally defined as being from the railroad tracks to 99 and from Fresno Street to Ventura Street. So anywhere in there, come join us in Chinatown. Morgan?
So our next slide should show the ethnicities that were forced to, I guess, locate onto the red line district of the city of Fresno's downtown. But we recognize these 11 cultures. I'm glad that you guys can see. And right now in our Chinatown Cultural Gallery on 1433 Kern Street, we have an office that is going to rotate all these ethnicities, not for ethnicity reasons or sake, but for historical purposes, that their stories will survive on what these people had to go through. So right now we have, in our current exhibit, we have the Japanese heritage. We're open from Tuesday to Thursday from 1 to 4. The 1433 Kern Street, come see us maybe after this event if you'd like to get more information. But Jan now is going to talk more about the Chinatown Empowerment Center at the same address.
We're going to be improving businesses in Chinatown through the Chinatown Empowerment Center. We're going to start classes, consulting, seminars early summer. And we have a particular, this is for existing businesses, but we're also trying to draw new businesses. We have a particular emphasis on entrepreneurship and startup instruction. And the reason we can do that effectively is because we can pair them with a location in Chinatown where they can start up their business.
All right, so we're gonna view a short, I guess, mini docs. I guess some people might have already seen it on Channel 30, but it's called a part of a program thing called This Day Fresno, and we have to definitely thank the Central Valley Community Foundation, as well as the James Irvine Foundation, and other, I guess, philanthropist groups that have helped Chinatown. You know, they come from an outside's perspective and realize what's going on, and I guess this mini doc kind of explains on what we do.
Our district has seen a tremendous, continuous disinvestment from governments at all levels. So there's a real need to support the businesses in Chinatown and help them market to the larger communities.
The younger generation in Fresno, some of them don't even know there's a Chinatown in Fresno. So just a loss of customers it's been tough, but finding new ones is a challenge, but it's achievable.
Anything for a business owner or someone seeking a job, we will try to provide the resources here in Chinatown for them to take advantage of.
You know, we have community meetings that everyone gets to voice their concerns about security, safety, about walkability, connectivity.
We gather the people who are interested in Chinatown on topics that are of interest to everybody.
And we're here to try to improve business in Chinatown, trying to get some of these vacant buildings to become useful again and to get rid of some of the blight that's here in Fresno, Chinatown.
Most of the people in Fresno are connected in some way to the 11 cultures that grew in Chinatown.
Yeah, Central Fish has been in my family since 1950. My uncle, Akira Yokomi, they have a school, Yokomi Elementary, named after him. Unfortunately, there's not too many Chinese in Chinatown anymore. There's a big Japanese influence still in the buildings and the architecture. We have a heavy Mexican population here.
That's why we support promoting the cultural connections so strongly.
Chinatown was born through segregation. We were kind of forced to be in this part of town, and there's a lot of history that is being lost every day.
It's an area of Fresno that hasn't been treated fairly. That's starting to change. The Streets Project, water permeable alley facings, and there'll be pedestrian lighting.
And people would like to invest in Chinatown because they believe and they have hope, and you know, we're trying to foster that.
One last thing I want to talk about, we've got a very exciting event called Chinatown Live on May 7th. You can make reservations And what you get is samples of all the Chinatown restaurants. We have some great ones. I'm sure you've eaten in Chinatown and know what kind of good food we have. We also have very interesting historic buildings, and so we'll have tours of the Bing Kong building and the Buddhist temple, which has recently been refurbished. There's music, food, and a night in Chinatown. So you can find out more about this and Chinatown from start to finish at chinatownfresno.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Morgan, for that presentation there. Morgan, I just want to let you know that our team at the Grizzlies go and jump the fence every day to go to Central Fist, so we're okay. We need to get that fence removed there. Ladies and gentlemen, can you guys believe it's been almost a year and a half since we've opened up Fulton Street down there. And Fulton Street downtown has brought so many different people from all over the Central Valley, not only Fresno, Clovis, but the Central Valley, to hang out. We got stuff going on every single night of the week. Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company, we have the soccer team, the baseball team, Art Hop is unbelievable. And all that energy and all those things bring some great people having fun, the positive energy, it's contagious. It's just a place to be. The Los Panchos patio and all the things out there are just making downtown that vibrant downtown that we've all been looking for. Our friends at Mesa Films have created a video for us highlighting some of these great features I just mentioned. So please, let's take a look at this video from our friends at Mesa Films.
18 months ago, Fulton Street reopened to traffic for the first time since 1965. Representing a giant step in downtown Fresno's revitalization. People have been asking, what's happened since? Well,
since opening of Fulton Street, we've seen an increment in traffic, more business. That's a good thing for us. I think it's only getting better as time passes.
Since October 2017, over $300 million has been invested into the growth of downtown. Buildings are being renovated. Over 60 new businesses have opened with many more on the way. And hundreds of events have breathed new life into the area.
This year will be our first full year here. I'm excited for downtown. I love it down here. I'm excited for more businesses to get down here with us.
New business brings new life to downtown. We're seeing an unprecedented amount of office and retail tenants moving into downtown Fresno, adding to the bustle of our urban center and transforming downtown into a destination that Fresno can be proud of.
I think some people are going to wake up one day and be really surprised as to what progress has happened here. And I think whether you're local in Fresno or from out of town, it's something that you truly will be impressed by.
Many restaurants have seen their growth opportunity in opening in downtown Fresno. New concepts and expansions of existing businesses are now finding their home here, taking advantage of the walkable Fulton Street with outdoor patios and beautiful storefronts. Many are opting to stay open later into the night and on weekends.
We're open till 9 every single night, and every single night we have a lot of people down here. On nights when there's not events downtown, there's still people down here.
The positive changes are also affecting longtime pillars of the downtown community, as many are taking action and creating their own change.
We really hope it communicates our dedication to our city and our community and how proud we are to be here, how much they've given back to us, and we hope to continue on for many more years. There have been a lot of people who have dedicated a lot of time and a lot of money to seeing it progress, and I think we're right on the cusp of something huge.
We are very hopeful for the future of downtown Fulton Street. I think it's going in the right direction. I think we see only better things coming in downtown. We are very hopeful, enthusiastic, optimistic about our downtown.
A healthy, prosperous downtown is essential to the success of any city. It provides for social and economic vitality. It delivers strength in its diversity, and it becomes a point of pride for its citizens. Downtowns deliver a unique experience to visitors and residents, offering art, history, culture, and food not available anywhere else.
And I think it's only been reinforced in my last 2 years as mayor that I will think it's absolutely essential that any great city has a great downtown, and my job is to continue to promote that and build that.
Day by day, the progress continues. Downtown Fresno is well on its way to positioning itself to be the urban heart of the Central Valley, acting as a center of commerce, ideas, creativity, and government. The last year and a half was only the most recent part of our journey. As the growth continues, more people in Fresno and throughout our region will take note that downtown Fresno is center of activity in our community and the heart of our city.
Man, what a video. All the Grizzly shots were my favorite in that video, by the way. It's fantastic. A lot of businesses, a lot of people mentioned in that video, and that's amazing. Guys, I don't want you to get mad. If your business didn't make it into our song, I promise Sonia and I will work on that for next year, okay? So we'll bring you another song. But a lot of great things going on in downtown, and those things are exciting. 18 months ago, we took it over, and we brought a lot of progress here. But what's even more exciting, ladies and gentlemen, is what's coming in the future, not only for 2019, but also and beyond. There's only one person that could come up and let us know about the future of downtown. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the podium the CEO, President and CEO of the Downtown Partnership. You all know him as Jimmy C., Mr. Jimmy Saracchio. Jimmy, come on up.
All right, thanks everybody. Sorry, I had to bring my water up with me. I've been coughing a lot from allergies, so bear with me. All right. Also, I'm a tall one, so I have to adjust a little bit here. All right, so actually today marks the 1-year anniversary for me starting with DFP. It's officially the 1-year anniversary, and they're throwing a hell of an anniversary party for me too, so. Over the last year, since I got here, I've gotten to know the city, I've got to love the city, I bought a house in the city, I'm happy to be here. But as I've been going around, as I've been going through neighborhoods and downtown and looking at the businesses, one thing I've noticed is the I Believe signs all throughout downtown. Everyone had said to me since I got here about all the possibilities that downtown could be something greater and that, we want to see something happen and when's it going to happen? Well, it's happening now. Downtown is changing before our eyes, and you all, as the downtowners, are making that change happen. So thank you all for that, for being part of this. As you saw in that video, downtown has had substantial progress over the last year and a half, and even before that, before the Fulton Street opening, but the inertia that's taken place since the Fulton Street opening has been impressive. We've had a staggering amount of work that's been going in to maintain that momentum. New businesses continue to open, more visitors continue to come downtown to eat at our restaurants, to drink locally crafted beers, or just to walk up and down Fulton and take in the fountains and the public art, which is some of the best you'll see in California. The Downtown Fresno Partnership specifically has been working to make a cleaner, safer place. Can we get to the next slide, please? One of the things that we've done, our ambassadors have removed almost 14,000 pounds of trash just within the last year off our streets and alleys. They've also removed about 2,500 instances of graffitis in the area. Our overnight security patrols, working in tandem with our Fresno police force, have lowered crime stats by 37%. This is actually one of the safest places in the city to be in, which we're very proud of as well. And then DFP staff is working hard to really help keep things going down here. We're doing events, we're spreading the word about what's happening. In our district, over 30 new businesses have opened their doors with over $300 million being invested. It's been invested and is being invested in the redevelopment at this time since the Fulton Street opening. The visitors that we're seeing, our Downtown Fresno Partnership took part or produced 17 major events over the last year. We had about 61,000 people attending those events. That doesn't count all the people that are coming down for Grizzlies games, for Foxes games, the Soroyan Theater, going to the convention center. So there are lots and lots of people coming to downtown. We need to take advantage of that as we go forward. One of the things I would like to do is thank all of our partners who've been helping make all this happen, our city officials, our city partners, our community partners. Let's have a round of applause for everyone up here that's been helping us out. I'd also like to thank the Downtown Fresno Partnership Board of Directors. They have done tremendous work for us with guidance and with their service on that board. Additionally, I'd like to thank the Downtown Fresno Foundation Board of Directors for their hard work and the programs that they've helped come up with. And finally, I'd like to thank our staff, who without them, none of the programs that we do would be possible. They are incredible people, and I'm very happy to be working with them. All right, so moving this along, let's get to what's next, the new stuff. That's what we're here to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is Bitwise. You remembered, good. So over the next year, Bitwise will be opening up 41. It's their newest tech hub over at Ventura and R Street. They're going to have 14 businesses and 46,000 square feet of office space there. This doesn't only bring jobs to downtown, but it's helping creative-minded entrepreneurs really start their businesses there, and it's keeping their talents here in Fresno, which is something we need. They're not moving to San Francisco, or they're not moving to Austin. I mean, they are doing it here in Fresno for us. Additionally, Summa Development Group is already under construction on a 67,000 square feet project over on P Street. This will be an office building that's anchored by the United States Internal Revenue Service, and there are some floors available for office rental currently as well. Next up, Club One Casino is continuing progress on the reuse of the former Gottschalk's building at Fulton and Inyo. They're on target right now to make their opening date probably sometime in 2021. We're very happy to have them moving down there, which will really help set off kind of the entertainment district for Fulton Street and really bring up the vibe of the brewery district as well. The Pacific Southwest building has announced 2 new leases. La Boulangerie will be bringing their baked goods to a cafe at Fulton and Mariposa. That is moving forward. And then they just recently announced Quail State will be putting a craft cocktail bar on the 2nd floor of the building, which will have great views of downtown. We're really excited about that one. Also, the Helm building is welcoming a new business. A print shop called Colortron is currently moving in. They should be open very soon if they didn't open already. And then we saw on Kern Street, Gigi's Food Factory, a popular food truck in the area, signed a lease there. They'll be opening soon. And then just announced this week, Procreations Brewing Company has signed a lease on Ventura, so they'll be joining our brewery district as well. And we'll be seeing them open in the next few years too, and part of the Ale Trail. So. Now, here's some news I'm sure all of you will get very, very excited about: parking. Thank you. So, the city is currently evaluating proposals for smart meters. We may have our first pilot program of smart meters by the end of this summer, where they're going to be doing a public test period with the equipment. So it's coming soon. In addition to that, you'll be able to pay with credit cards and a phone app to those, but they're also working on a phone app that'll work with the coin meters too. So parking is soon going to be a lot easier in downtown. And I know that's something you all want to hear. In addition to the smart meters and the phone app, the garages will all have handheld credit card machines that will also accept Apple Pay and Android Pay. And the surface parking lots are going to have pay stations as well, making it easier for those. And let's not forget about the hour-free parking. City garages do offer an hour-free parking to our guests to come down. So if you're coming down for lunch or dinner on a weeknight, you're always welcome to park in those garages then. We do have free parking in the evenings on non-event nights, and then on weekends as well, as long as there's not an event happening at the Convention Center or Chuck Chansey Park. All right, website. We heard when I got here, we need a better website, we need a new website. We launched a new website in February. We haven't really promoted it until now. We're launching a campaign to launch that in the next few weeks here, but we really want to shout about it tonight. Our new website is a resource for everything downtown. We have information on all of our businesses, whether they're retail, office, anything. We have info on events, on parking, on living here. We have information on how you can move a business down here and what real estate's available for you. I encourage you all to use this website as a daily resource for anything you need downtown. We will have everything there, as you'll see later in our presentation and as I get to things. So, downtownfresno.org. Thank you. All right, I would like to say thank you to our Class 7 of the Downtown Academy. They're wrapping up that work on that. This is a 9-month program for these bright young professionals to learn about downtown from the inside out. They got to work or got to go behind the scenes of the brewery operations of CMAC and PBS. They got to go behind the scenes at Chuck Chansey Park. They learned the history of downtown and Chinatown. Great things. This year's class, as the legacy that they would like to leave, are going to be working on a mural project that will be at the Heron Jaguar Land Rover building that is on Van Ness in Santa Ana. There's going to be a mural there. So right after you get off the 41, you will see bright color with a welcoming message for everyone coming to our downtown. Sorry, Santa Fe is what I meant to say. Santa Fe and Van Ness. Class 8 applications are open, so if you know people who would be interested in this, or if you yourself are interested, please go to our website, downtownfresno.org, and apply. All right, the Ale Trail is alive, beer lovers. I know this has been a long time coming, and you've been talking about it a while, but we now have 4 active breweries in our downtown area, and a couple more coming soon. 14 restaurants in our downtown area are serving the local brews as well. So what we've done is we've created a handy-dandy passport that you could get at any of the breweries. You take this around, you get it stamped as you're trying these delicious beers and seeing the wonderful creations they're coming up with. And when you're done, you could redeem this for awesome swag items and prizes that go with the ale trail. I encourage you to also swing by and pick them up. I think we have some out in the lobby tonight too if you'd like to get those. But there will be some really cool stuff. I heard there might be a growler involved and everything as the prizes for that. So. While we're talking about that, I do want to mention something about the Brew U program that Dr. Bernard had brought up earlier. The Downtown Fresno Foundation has moved forward to do a tuition program for the top 3 students in the Brew U program. The professors will decide who are the top 3 students, and the foundation is going to pay for their next round of coursework. So in essence, it's similar to a scholarship, but it's really just an award from us, and we're very happy to do that. It'll be known as the Kevin Cox Excellence in Brewing Award, and it will be available very soon. I understand Kevin Cox is in the audience as well, so welcome. We're glad you're here. We've heard great things about what you've done for the beer world here, so thanks. All right, it's event season, so I know you all want to mark your calendars for what's going on. One of the things I'm most excited about, we are announcing our new Mariposa Music Series. We're going to do 6 live concerts at Mariposa Plaza in June, July, and August on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays in the evenings. We're working with New Rock 104.1 on these programs. You'll see bands, we'll have beer, all types of great stuff out there. We encourage you to get out and support these. The more support, the more people we get, the more we can keep doing these in the coming years and expand the program and even get bigger bands out. So please join us for those starting in June. Additionally, I'm sure you've all heard about the Lowriders de Fresno. The Grizzlies are kind of moonlighting as another name. We're working with the Grizzlies on putting together a Lowriders de Fresno car show on Fulton Street. It's going to be June 15th. We will have about 200 lowriders out in the street for people to look at. We'll have DJs and music and games and all types of stuff out there. And then there'll be a baseball game that evening to enjoy as well. Our popular recurring events are returning. Beginning on May 1st, we have Market on Kern kicking off. That'll be every Wednesday at lunchtime at Kern Street, right, Convention Center. That goes through October. Applications for vendors are currently available for that on our website. And then Cart Hop, the popular Thursday lunch food truck rodeo is still going on every Thursday at lunchtime. And then I'm also very happy to announce that we will be doing some kind of Fulton Street party this year. I know a lot of people really wanted to see one. We had Tioga Sequoia throw a great party last year, but we know people want to see something for the full street. We're working with partners Nexstar and the Chamber of Commerce to put something together for that. Keep an eye out on all of our social media and our website. We'll have a date announced for that soon, but we're so excited. Thank you to both Nexstar and the Chamber for working with us on that. And then finally, heading into the holidays, we're celebrating our 90th Christmas parade this year. It's been going a long time, so we do want to make the parade bigger and better, but we are going to lead up to the parade with a week's worth of holiday activities this year, so please be part of that as well. Again, details. Details on downtownfresno.org, of course. So. All right, switching gears here. In late 2018, the Downtown Fresno Foundation was named a recipient of J.P. Morgan Chase's Pro Neighborhoods Grant. The Central Valley Community Foundation administers this grant, and it promises to increase availability of financing for distressed communities, including assisting in the expansion and creation of small business. Oh, sorry, that's a lot of words. So, this grant, the DFF received $40,000 to put towards the special programming to help with downtown's revitalization. And before I go farther, I'd really like to extend a very special thank you to our friends at Central Valley Community Foundation and J.P. Morgan Chase for this tremendous opportunity. Thank you. All right, so first initiative is starting here today. We are very happy to announce the Create Here 2019 program is officially launched. This is a business plan competition where the winning businesses will receive cash prizes along with other prizes to help make their transition into a downtown location a lot easier. Some of you might remember this program. It was held once before in 2015 and it yielded fantastic results. We got Hot PK as the winner out of it that year, a great restaurant and beer server downtown. Real quick, we're going to watch a quick video on some of the people that came from that program before, and then we'll get into the details.
When opportunity knocks, you have to be willing to answer. And right now, opportunity is knocking in downtown Fresno. With the opening of Fulton Street, downtown Fresno is finally realizing its full potential. The time is right to create something new in our urban core, and Downtown Fresno Partnership's Create Here program is a way to make it happen.
The fact that there was a program like Create Here in place, it was a motivator. We saw it as a sign, like we would be stupid to not enter this contest and try to get some of these benefits, some of the money, the resources, anything that you need as a small business.
Not everybody knows what you go through to get to where you're at, and so when you get there and you get rewarded and recognized for the hard work, it's a feeling that is priceless, and that's the feeling that I got when we won this.
All of a sudden you have so much by receiving what Created Here gave me. They're here to support you.
The program will offer cash prizes for 5 winners with a grand prize of $10,000 and donated services help with flooring, signage, advertising, and more. The goal of the program is to increase the mix of businesses in downtown Fresno. New restaurants to support the burgeoning brewery district, destination retail, nightlife, entertainment, and more. Downtown Fresno is poised to be a place where these types of businesses can thrive.
It's got its own identity out here. It's cool, it's hip, it's culture, it's art, it's music, it's food, it's an embodiment of what Fresno is about.
My type of food is completely a niche market, and so I knew that I needed to be in a place that I was really desired and needed, and I feel downtown was the fit.
Downtown Fresno is as busy as it has been in decades, with events and entertainment drawing people in from surrounding communities. We have also seen an increase in residents in the area, with plans for more housing developments on the horizon.
Writing our business plan was the hardest homework assignment we have ever done. But that's why SCORE is there. That's why there are mentors to help walk you through questions that you have.
SCORE was very helpful. I was really not knowledgeable in the business portion.
Working with SCORE will help turn your idea into a viable business plan, and Create Here will provide you with the support and resources that you need to turn your dream into a reality.
If you have an idea, the only way to get your idea out there is to put it on some paper and give yourself a chance at competing for something that you really want. You gotta endure the hurdles that come along with it.
The advice I would give to someone who's thinking about entering the Create Here program is go for it.
To learn more, visit downtownfresno.org/Create Here.
All right. So as you heard, we're looking for the top 5 retail, restaurant, nightlife business concepts that could fit with downtown Fresno. The prizes will range anywhere from $10,000 to $2,500. And we're gonna have a number of other prizes as well that'll go with that. Some of those include commercial advertising, free web service, marketing assistance, and more. We have partners, if we could show them real quick, we'd like to thank who are working on that program with us. Can you go to the next slide, please? All right. There we see Order Slip, Central Valley Community Bank, Fresno State PR, SCORE, DL Signs, KC24, and the Fresno Chamber of Commerce. So if you're ready to launch your venture or expand your existing business, prepare your business plan and visit downtownfresno.org. All right, so almost done here. So what about the existing businesses and properties in downtown? So we are happy to put $10,000 towards a facade grant program. We previously did a facade grant, and Los Panchos was one of the recipients of that who took advantage of it, and they did an amazing job. It's amazing what you do with wood and some paint to give your business a great facelift. We are challenging our property owners and our businesses to be this daring and do something really cool with that. Again, you'll find information on that program on our website as well. So yes, we have a lot happening in downtown. A lot has happened. A lot more is coming. We're a lot farther than what's possible, and I believe like the pulse is happening in downtown Fresno now. We have entrepreneurs opening their dream businesses and property owners reviving long ignored buildings. Artists are creating, people are living down here. I just want to say, this is the heart of our community. Downtown is where it all happens. It's the thing that keeps everything going. So downtown Fresno really is the heart of my city. So thank you very much. And with that, I'd like to hand it back over to Ray.
Jimmy, thank you. Wow, guys, all of that stuff coming up, that's exciting. I don't know about you guys, but that's amazing. Jimmy, I'm really looking forward to the rooftop bar as well, too. That's where I'm going to be right there. Next, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along, I want to introduce a longtime downtown supporter. I'm privileged to call him my friend. It seems like we have a conversation that we get all kinds of information in together in the 3 minutes we see each other almost every other week. But I'm proud to call him my friend. Please welcome to the stage, a warm round of applause, County Supervisor Mr. Sal Quintero. Sal's going to be presenting the Al Allen Award. Sal.
Thank you, Ray. Well, good evening, all you beautiful people. Come on, test the lungs out. You had some good food, good drinks. Good evening, all you beautiful people. Oh, I don't know. We'll work on that a little bit more. Well, welcome to Downtown Fresno's partnership version of Fresno's Academy Awards. I've got, the last, my wife Hope and I have been attending the events annually, and it just seems each year it gets better and better. And tonight I've heard some theme songs. You heard the song about Downtown Fresno, The Professor Like Bohemian Rhapsody, and my song for Downtown Fresno is Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead. So play it when you get a chance. I have a special presentation besides the Al Allen Award, and where's Daniel at? He told me he was going to hide it up here somewhere. He's got me. All right. You're not Daniel, but. Okay. You know, the hard work that the Downtown Fresno Partnership does day in and day out in trying to establish an identity and have succeeded in doing that. They work tirelessly to remove the dust and cobwebs from downtown to restore its beauty. They attract investments, new business, and make it a destination place. And really, downtown Fresno is the heart of Fresno County. And I'd like to make a special presentation to the Downtown Fresno Partnership. So Jimmy C, if you'll come up here, I'd like to do this presentation to you. And any of you past and present board members that are out there, please stand up. I know I can't see you, but the people next to you will know how much you've worked. This is a proclamation from the Fresno County Board of Supervisors. And it reads, "It is with great distinction that we join in honoring the Downtown Fresno Partnership. Since 2011, providing impact via economic enhancements, transportation improvements, and initiatives for the vitality of the urban core as a property-based business improvement district governed by local owners. We wish you continued success, and it is with honor and pride that I, Fresno County Supervisor Sal Quintero, do hereby proclaim today, April 25th, 2019, to be Downtown Fresno Partnership Day in Fresno County. Congratulations.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's give a big hand to also the past and present board directors. Thank you for all your hard work. Now we get to the Oscar. I've been asked to present the Al Allen Award, and this evening we've spent time reflecting on some of the big wins we've experienced over the past year in downtown Fresno, including the influential people who have played a big role in helping execute these wins. It is now time for us to celebrate the hard work of one person in particular who has gone above and beyond to contribute to the revitalization of downtown Fresno by announcing this year's winner of the Al Allen Award. And in case you don't know who Al Allen was, he was a Fulton Mall property owner who never wavered in his support for the love of downtown Fresno. His attitude was always positive, and he was often the first one into the fray when a new idea was brought to the table on how to make downtown a better place. His personal philosophy was how revitalized downtowns contribute to the image and growth of great cities. When he passed away in 2013, the Downtown Fresno Partnership Board of Directors moved to create a way to remember him, named for the downtown stalwart. This award is given to a community member who tirelessly works for downtown Fresno, is driven to see downtown's future success, is positive in their execution, and never waning from their commitment. Over the last several years, we have been proud to give the Al Allen Downtown Leadership Award to some of downtown Fresno's biggest supporters, including former Central Valley Community Bank President Dan Doyle and James Heron of Heron Jaguar and Land Rover. Last year, the award went to the CEOs of Bitwise Industries, Irma Olguin Jr. and Jake Soberall. This year's winner, we look for someone who has made an investment into downtown Fresno and shares our vision for a vibrant future in our city's urban core. Now, I want to help, I need your help in presenting the person's name. So I need your help to do that. We're going to do a spell out of the first name of this person. And we're going to split this in half. And I want to see who has the best set of lungs. Which side, okay? So let's start with this side. Give me an N. O. R. A. Who is it? Nora Monaco. Congratulations. They didn't hand me the Oscar, but she's the winner. Now, do we ask her to come up, Ray, or what do you do?
Come on.
I can't believe this.
We couldn't either.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm shocked, basically, and very pleased and grateful. And I do believe in Fresno, and I do believe in the downtown, and I know that it's the best is yet to come. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Nora right there, ladies and gentlemen. How about another round of applause for our recipient winners there? That's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fantastic evening. This is going to wrap up our show. But before we leave, I want to leave you guys with just this little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, downtown Fresno, it's the place we love. It's the place we work. It's the place we live. And nobody knows that unless we preach it. Nobody knows that unless we share the experiences that we're doing, unless we talk about our social media, our neighbors, our friends, our relatives, whoever that might be, invite them to downtown. There's people that live just north of Blackstone, north of Shaw, have no idea what's going on down here. So I challenge each and every one of you as business leaders, as owners, as people that work and live and thrive in downtown to do that. Bring them downtown, bring them to a Grizzlies game, bring them to Zorro's, bring them to Art Hop on Thursday. Heck, bring them to Cart Hop on Thursday, and they're gonna blow their minds. It's gonna be a great time. And it all takes each and every one of us to do that, to spread the word, and to have a great night. We're going to see you guys next year. In the meantime, we want to thank all of our sponsors, especially Fresno State, our presenting sponsor. Daniel, thank you very much. Everybody that made tonight's night possible. The Downtown Fresno Partnership, Jimmy and his entire staff. We want to thank CMAC. We also want to thank our sound audio here, my friends Sonia and Caleb. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ray Ortiz with the Fresno Grizzlies. It was a pleasure being your MC tonight. Don't forget the official after-hours party at Cocky's Bar and Grill right now. Starts right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the heart of downtown Fresno, Good night.